Jai Gurudev from Putana ashram in Germany. There was a very beautiful satsang yesterday with Guruji, which was a little bit surprising. The question of the satsang was, someone asked a question, are we demons or are we gods? What are we? And Guruji started to answer by making a joke, and he was making a joke towards me, which was actually sending us to a dialogue we had. So it was not really known to the public that I was talking about the mind as being an obstacle on the spiritual path and being like a demon. If you listen to the satsang, maybe you understood that Guruji was making the parallel between our mind and our soul, our consciousness. And he was saying that the mind is like a demon. So basically we have two in one. We have two parts of ourselves. We have our soul, and of course we can go more in details, but let's say mainly two parts, our soul and our mind. And these are like two different worlds. Whatever our mind understands, it's submitted to doubt, it's submitted to analysis, and it's sometimes an obstacle. So the way that our mind reacts, and especially concerning the spiritual truth and spiritual dimension, it's like a big obstacle, like a big voice saying, no, this I don't want, this I don't like, trying to put conditions. So in this way, our mind can be seen as a demon. Because at one moment on the path, and Guruji was explaining very well, he said, the moment when you receive a test, precisely, from the Guru, you have to stick to the feet of the Guru. I have the confirmation behind me. We have a lot of peacocks here. So you have to be strong, and at that moment you have to remember the Guru and not let go. Because the moment a test comes, you have all the reasons to run away, to insult maybe inside your Guru, which is really, I mean, it's from the traditional point of view, it's of course the culmination of the lack of respect we can have. But you know, our mind is our mind. Mind is mind. Mind is like a computer. Mind is duality. So it's difficult to explain. It's difficult to calm the mind at that moment, especially when this agitation starts. And you can feel inside you very, very clearly, if you are very sincere and authentic with yourself, you can feel these two parts of you. You can see that your mind is pushing you to run away, is pushing you to find all the reasons not to go until the end of your path, not to cross the test. And it's giving you all the reasons to be right, all the reasons to doubt. But at the same time, if you listen to your inner voice, and if you are very sincere with yourself, and if you remember all the grace you had before with your Guru, all the amazing experiences, at that moment precisely, you can shift, you can calm down your mind. And there are different stages. At the beginning, you can have a small test and you can cross it and everything is fine. But there is a moment when a big test comes. And at that moment you have to stand very strongly and to remember. And at that moment you have to choose the light. And Guruji very nicely was explaining in the same satsang, it depends on what you feed inside you. What part of you feed. It's very, very important at that moment to go towards the light, to go towards the spiritual experiences you had, to go inside you deeper, to see that, to remember that it's the choice that you have made, that no one is pushing you anywhere, there is not something from outside forcing you, but it is your own decision to choose a spiritual path, to choose to be guided. And if you are very strong, at that moment you can be victorious. You can reach this moment when the mind calms down, and the moment when you surrender, actually. And the symbolics of all this is, of course, Navaratri that we had, Divine Mother fighting the demons, Ram killing Ravana, and all situation in which we have this duality, this good and evil forces. So it's always the symbolics of this duality that is present inside us. So be very sincere with yourself, very clear. So yes, the question of Guruji, is there a demon inside you? So everyone should answer yes, it is. It is. Because if you see it clearly, you receive the Guru's grace to be liberated of it. Until then, we are all hypocrites. That there's this hypocrisy of, yes, I'm following the path, but whenever it becomes difficult, I'm not there anymore, I'm running away, I have a plan B. So we have to be very sincere with ourselves and to go deeply in ourselves and question, transform, and commit. And when you commit, you cannot, have one foot in a boat and another one in another boat. You have to be fully in one direction, and this is what it is about. You have this recording in the group, in the Telegram group, in the ashram. I will go through it again, and if there are other nice ideas in the Guruji satsang, I will give you. But basically this is the meaning, because even if he introduced this in a joking mood, saying, yeah, you are a demon, you are a demon, you are a demon. It is that, yes, from the symbolics of the mind and the soul, and the fact that we will always be against the Guru, because the Guru is there to create these situations. He's not there to just always give us nice things and recognize us and comfort us in our ideas. He's there to bring us in a direction in which we transform and we work on ourselves and we see ourselves clearly. So he will be the enemy of the mind somehow, if this bhakti, if this love is not stronger. So I wish you a very nice connection to the Guru and a nice introspection to see these two parts in yourself, the mind and the obstacle that the mind creates, and the soul longing for unity, longing for God, and being in full unconditional love. Jai Gurudev.